34 years old, and one of my mentors just told me that I'm too old to be an influencer. I'm not that old, right? And after hearing their reasoning, you may not be an influencer either. Let me paint this picture for you. This happened this year at NAB in April. I paid my own way to Vegas. I got a hotel on the Strip for me and my wife. 6 days, 5 nights, almost too long to be in Vegas, but that's a whole nother conversation. We paid for our own meals and transportation just to meet up with one of my mentors and get some of the most unexpected, insulting, but honestly, one of the best gut checks I've had in a while. This video is sponsored by Artlist, but more on them later. This person works with filmmakers and YouTubers, so they know a thing or two about the industry and how it works. I've been fortunate enough to know this person for years, and they are very kind, but they're also very data-driven and brutally honest. It was really nice to bounce ideas off of a friend, and since they have other YouTube friends, this is the part of the conversation where I asked them what they thought of my channel. And they completely roasted me. While I don't consider myself to be an influencer like influencers in the wild, it was still very weird for me to hear that, especially at 34, regardless of what these eye bags look like. I don't think I'm that old, right? But it was now when I asked him to elaborate a little more on what he meant, and he said, your personality type doesn't align with being a traditional influencer. They had some examples of what an influencer looks like, not only in the camera niche, but other niches as well. And after seeing that content, I came to the earth-shattering realization that I am not an influencer. In a way, it kind of stung to hear that, but it also took a weight off my shoulders because I'm free to make whatever kind of content I want on this channel. I don't really say it on this channel, but my mentor knows this, and this is probably what prompted their response too. I make videos for a friend. I don't make videos for the masses. I don't try to take on topics that have mass appeal that could go like instantly viral. I like to do tests and learn things and then make videos about it like I'm teaching a friend what I just learned. This is probably stunting my YouTube growth, but this is how I'm comfortable making YouTube videos. So hearing that I'm not an influencer is almost a good thing. My mentor also gave me some fantastic advice and suggestions, not only for YouTube, but for freelancing and marketing too. I mentioned that I feel a little bit overwhelmed sometimes, like there aren't enough hours in the day, and I'm constantly behind everyone else that has a similar channel in this space. And one very beneficial thing they asked me was, what are the things that you spend the most time on? And I listed them out, and they picked out my website as one thing from the list. Then they asked me how much time I put into the website, and I lit up. I love working on that website. I have a craft CMS set up with a dedicated server, and I'm serving all of my assets in next-gen files so they load really quickly. I have a separate server that serves all of my CMS as flat HTML files so they load even faster. Then they asked me how much time per month that I spend on that website. I said I didn't know, and I wrote some things down, and I came back with 10 to 20 hours a month, depending on upgrades, maybe more, maybe less. They then asked me how expensive it was for all of the servers and the plugins and all of the time that I worked. If I build it at my freelance rate, how much time am I actually spending and how much money am I losing by putting all this effort into something that may not pay off any better than a regular site builder? And I was actually amazed at the opportunity costs that I was spending on my website. I could be using that time to learn new things, start a new project, or relax. I'm now in the process of moving my website to a site builder since it's mostly just a blog and a portfolio anyways. I was spending a lot of time on something that didn't really matter given the scope of the project being YouTube. I enjoyed doing it, but it was contributing to me feeling behind because I was. Other people in this space don't devote that kind of time to their website. And that's partially why they have more time than I did. Taking a quick second to thank today's video sponsor, Artlist. Regardless if you're an influencer or not, if you're watching my channel, you probably make videos, and you know how tough it is to find high quality assets for your commercial projects that are easy to find and come in at an affordable price. Artlist has over 400,000 assets available for you to use in your videos, and they make it easy to find their music and sound effects that help your viewer experience your work. Their tools make it easy to find the exact song to fit the vibe of your work. They have thousands of songs to choose from, and they make discovery a breeze. You can browse their playlists of songs if you're looking for inspiration, or if you have something specific in mind, you can use their filters to help choose a genre and refine your results with mood keywords. You can even get as granular as selecting what instruments you want in the song, choosing if you want vocals or not, or adjusting the BPM. A feature I love to use when I find a good song is to go further and use the Similar Songs button. This button brings up a list of songs similar to the one you just found to help you refine your results even further. Discovering the perfect sound effects is another reason that I love Artlist. They have a huge collection of high quality sound effects that help you tell your story. Sound effects help immerse your viewers in the scene, from slow footsteps to create suspense, to running to help convey action. Artlist has an extensive catalog of sound effects to help you take your videos to the next level. Another great feature for creators: if you link your social channels to your Artlist account, there will be automatic copyright clearing of your royalty-free music to remove the headache of copyright claims. Artlist has over 400,000 assets available, and more are being added constantly, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. If you'd like to check this out, Artlist is offering 2 free months if you use the link in my description, wherever it is with the new YouTube layout. Thank you, Artlist, for sponsoring this video. It's moments like this that having a mentor and regularly checking in really pays off. This wasn't a coaching call or something like that either. This was just a conversation with a friend over dinner. They don't even know that I think of them as a mentor. Well, maybe now they do. But if you have a mentor, I would suggest maybe checking in with them. And if you don't have a mentor, I highly suggest you find someone that you look up to or someone that knows you and ask them what they think of your work from time to time, and take their criticism and suggestions into account, because sometimes it's going to sting to hear what they say, but overall you'll be better off for it. They also said I should share more of my personal experiences on this channel, so this is also me taking more of their advice. Who knows? I might become an influencer. This video was a bit of a dual purpose video as well. I'm testing out the Blazar Remus lenses, and I couldn't find a project that I could use these on to test them out, so I figured I would just make this talking head video with them. Let me know what you think of these lenses in the comments down below. And thank you for allowing me to share a moment that really rocked my ego, but for the better. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.